Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm Stephanie with Kitchen Design Center by Gramophone. I'm here with Kathleen. We're going to tour her brand new renovation of her kitchen and great room. So Kathleen, tell me what your favorite part of this space is, if you had to pick.
That is really hard to pick because the whole space is amazing, but I think for me it is the cabinet style that we went with, just because it allows functionality, but I can keep everything behind closed doors.
Right. Yeah, and I wanted to point out to our viewers, I don't know if anybody has noticed, that we have two tones here. We have a white and we have a light gray, and as well as the island is a dark blue, and we'll show that. We gave you a great focal point here with the range, and then centered underneath the beautiful custom hood, and you just have beautiful under counter lighting. It's a beautiful, well lit, bright space as opposed to where it was prior to us coming in.
But I think in just going through the selection of the cabinets, I mean, doing the two-tone here with the countertops, I think it really pulls all the colors together. So, nothing ever seemed that dramatic. Everything really just had a great flow to it.
Very cohesive, yeah.
I was a little worried with this because we lost some storage compared to the old school contractor grade cabinets we had, but there were so many other opportunities with the drawer space that we were able to, find a home for everything, and it looked 100% better than what we had.
Yeah. So previous, the double oven and the refrigerator were located over here, and you had mentioned losing some storage space, but because of how we opened up the space, we were able to capture it in this side. You have wonderful space, pantry space for snack storage, and then locating the fridge over here as well, so it gets it out of your smaller kitchen area into this more open space, giving easier access. And
even replacing the double oven, which the bottom oven, I'm not a big cooker, so it was just storage. Bill, our foreman on the job, was able to install these dividers up here so I could still take all of those pots, pans, etc., and in an organized fashion, keep them in easy access. So I love this. The kids can more easily access their snacks, so we can keep it organized, we can keep it together, and they can kind of get in and get what they need without a lot of assistance from me.
Not only do you have wonderful storage here, but you also have lots of storage in your new island.
I love the island, love the island.
I just love the dramatic change of removing the wall that was here. We took the wall out, took the doorways out, dropped this ceiling, and still had to keep a structural column, which we incorporated into this beautiful beamwork.
I mean, who would have thought to cut into the island to accommodate that load-bearing piece? And it looks fantastic.
Absolutely.
It looks like it was meant to be this way.
Absolutely. And I just love how the beamwork it's tied into the range hood, it's tied into the mantle, it's tied into this beautiful new table on the island. But before we get into that, I wanna just point out that this entertainment access here for these appliances is so close to where you're entertaining outside with your pool and your pavilion, but it's also a great thing to have, when you have children, lots of drinks, lots of snacks, when you're entertaining, having the ice maker here, it makes it so functional for you guys.
Oh, and it upped our entertaining game because, we were living out with Yeti coolers, one for ice, one for beverages, and now we can kind of centralize that here for the kids, for the adults, and then it's been a game changer.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I mean, let's talk about the brown fantasy granite. It's just incredible. It's a showstopper.
It's gorgeous.
I don't think anything else would have worked as well as this. It just ties all of the colors in here together, the hardware, the wood accents. It's just a beautiful accent here.
And I don't know if you remember when we first started having conversations about the design, I was kind of hung up on the white with that the marbly look and kind of what you're seeing on all the design channels. And,
absolutely.
I really had to trust you and Jamie and know that this was going to look amazing. And I'm so glad I went with your gut and not my gut because it turned out so great.
Take a look at the other side of your island, where we were able to really give you tons of storage under the edge of the island here. It's just a wonderful way to recoup some of that space that we lost in the other part.
Yeah, it was great. And I was a little worried at first because, of course, normally we would have chairs put in here. Like, how do we access it? Is it going to be a pain pulling them in? But what we decided to do was all of our seasonal items.
Yep.
So it gave them a great place. So as we're entertaining, we know where everything is, and it's just a quick pull out and plenty of access to storage.
Right.
But the table has been quite a talking piece just with our friends because it's so different, right? Normally you walk in, everybody has an island, not as beautiful as this one, but you see them, but you don't see this accent piece.
Right.
And I think it really just, I don't know, it's a special touch to this space.
Absolutely. We did an adjustable stool here so that it could either sit there at the counter height island, or it could sit at the bar height island. It's multi-purpose. And also when you have a family with young children as well as adults, it makes it even more functional because young children may need to sit up higher than an adult would. On the topic of tables, I just wanted to make mention that, with working with Gramophone, we are able to incorporate some of your well-loved furnishings and things and just kind of roll with those and incorporate them into your projects.
And I loved that we were able to do this because we had this great big table that we always entertained at, and I didn't want to part with it, but I didn't want to mess up the new aesthetic of the room, but you guys did such a great job pulling it together and allowing me to maintain that in the space, and it looks like it was made to be in here. So that was awesome.
Absolutely. So Kathleen, I just love how this living room space turned out. When you came to us, you were looking for more of a comfy seating area for your large family of 5. You had mentioned before you couldn't all sit together and watch a movie or anything, so we wanted to give you a nice large sectional. We went with a performance fabric, which is fantastic for families, easy to clean, will last you forever. And I think it works beautifully with that modern coastal rustic theme that we were going for.
And I think it came together great. If you remember, the old furniture was all leather.
Yep.
The ottoman was leather, the chairs were leather, everything was very cold. And we are a family that really uses our space, right? So we wanted to be able to maintain that and have a space that all 5 of us can be here. I have a teenager and 2 younger ones, but we like to congregate together. And I think the way you laid this out and with this sectional, it gives us the ability to do so, but they're also messy, right? So if an accident happens, this fabric has been so easy to clean and just maintain. It's just been a fantastic space to have.
And I love how we incorporated the console table behind us where we get 2 extra little seats too. So if you have somebody who wants to have a snack or have dinner and wants to watch TV there, they can do that.
That's usually the baseball game watching section, which is fantastic. So they can sit back there. We're all over here. But I think this also gives us the ability when there's more than our family of 5, it's so open. We're able to conversate with anyone at any point in this space.
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
is fantastic.
And I love the feature of the wainscot wall here with all your family photos. And I know originally we had planned to have it a little bit lower, but then we raised it last minute. And I think that was the perfect addition there. It gives you the height and really just showcases all of your beautiful photos.
And I think we're looking at the end product now, but I think it's really important to talk about, like, between you and Jamie, you constantly came out and checked where we were. So you actually noticed the wall was not high enough and made an executive decision that we need to fix this right now. So you guys didn't really leave my side through this process. And I think for me to be a part of this, it was really because I had such great design work. And even if I had a question that wasn't design related, you guys were so available, and then we ended up with this.
Wonderful.
So.
In keeping with the coastal direction of this whole design, we really wanted to push that modern coastal feel. The blues and the teals and the light, the seafoam greens, really wanted to incorporate those colorways in here.
But having kids, you also picked pieces that met those requirements but were durable. Because you'd look at this piece, which I love, and it seems very porous. And one of the kids spilled spaghetti and meatballs on the table, and I panicked, and it wiped right up. Like, you'd never know it happened. And I think that's really important because you knew our family and you knew what our needs were and what we wanted to accomplish, and you took that into account through this whole project. And that was the difference maker for us.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it's so important to really pay attention to that because you're investing a lot of your time and your hard-earned money into a project like this, and we want to make sure that you're getting the value and that you deserve with that, and just feel like you're being heard too throughout the process. And it's just been a pleasure working with you and your family, and I hope that you enjoy it for years to come.
Thank you. I mean, this is better than we could have imagined, and we're so excited to entertain and use the space, and we could not have accomplished this without you guys.
Oh, you're very welcome. If you're looking for a renovation of your own, you're welcome to contact us at gramophone.com or KDC by Gramophone. Come see us at our showroom on York Road in Hunt Valley and meet with one of our designers to get your project started. I want to thank you all for joining us today, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and we'll see you next time.